Hello, Wanderer. This is your overseer, Lady M, and today I have a Fallout Lunar New Year tarot reading for you. So you may have heard that this year is called the year of the fire horse, but in the wasteland, it's the year of the scorched rad stag. So let's talk about what that means. So like fire, the scorched plague is something that can start off small and then grow significantly larger. And if you don't get a handle on it, it can become a problem. I know I don't like dealing with the scorched beasts. And then like horses, the Radstag are creatures that are very sensitive to their environments. If they sense any impending change, impending danger, they are quick to move to somewhere else. They are not waiting around to see what happens. But unlike a horse, it has two heads, which work out to its advantage because it can see on opposite directions and determine what's the best path forward. So when you combine those two together, you get a year that is being fueled by momentum and energy. And it's something that you can tap into in order to achieve your goals. This is not a year to spread yourself thin, to try to make a bunch of big things happen. You want to focus your intention on very specific things and contain everything else. So we have a 4-card spread here representing the Radstag, and we're going to pull each card and talk about what it means for you. We have the back, the left head, the right head, and the hooves. So we're going to start with the back. The back represents what are the things that you need to let go of going into this year. A Radstag is not a Brahmin. It is not meant to carry a heavy load on its back. So neither are you. What are you able to put down so that you can be able to sustain that fast movement, that momentum that this year is giving you? And we have the Page of Steel. I want you to think about any beliefs, any words you may say to yourself, especially if they come from childhood, that have been holding you back. This could sound like, I am too much of this. I am not enough of that. Why am I not more like XYZ? When we're children, we pick up these signals that become ingrained in us. And they may have a place in time when it's happening, but now you have changed, you have grown, and you no longer need those beliefs. One way that you can deal with this is by simply acknowledging those beliefs and letting your body know that they're no longer necessary. I hear you. I understand you. I thank you for what you did for me when I was a child, but I no longer need this belief. And just even being able to say that to yourself can do wonders for how your body reacts to those thoughts. Okay, next we have the left head. The left head represents risk assessment. What are the things in your life that you need to keep an eye on, that you need to keep in check? It is not that it is necessarily a bad thing. It's just that if it becomes too overwhelming, then it can actually be harmful to you. And we have the Emperor. What I want you to look out for this year is being too rigid to change. So the Emperor represents authority and structure. And, some of that is good to have, especially to keep you on track for your goals. But if you have too much of it, you aren't able to navigate this fast changing environment. Going back to our Page of Steel, where we had these old belief systems, you have to be willing to let things that are old go so that you can embrace what is new. So in addition to letting go of those old beliefs, it's a willingness to try a new path, a new methodology, being open to getting support from others and not doing everything on your own. Flexibility is going to be key for this year. The right head represents an area of opportunity. Where should you be investing your time, your energy, your intention into that is ultimately going to be very fruitful for you? We're not worried about, like on the risk head, of containment. We want this thing to expand and to provide value to us. All right. And we have the Star. So this is a really great card to see when you're thinking about what needs to grow this year. Think about the activities, projects, goals that bring you joy, that bring you hope, especially in a year where you don't want to have your focus scattered. You want to prioritize those things that provide that emotional value to you. So don't get caught up in just what's going to make you more money, what's going to get you more acclaim. It needs to internally do something for you. Is there something that comes to mind when I say that? Is there something that you've been wanting to do, that you've been dreaming to do, that you've been putting off? Well, this is the year to actually work on that goal and use the energy of this year to complete it. Finally, we have the hooves. The hooves represent what direction we are currently headed in. Now, that doesn't mean you have to keep heading in that direction, but it is just naturally where you are going. You can always choose to change directions if you see fit or if this is not what you need right now. So we have the High Priestess. I could actually see some people not wanting to go in this direction. The High Priestess represents really getting to know yourself and what you want, having that sense of clarity about who you are. Again, overcoming these old beliefs, being flexible, being hopeful. Who is it that you are and what you want in this life? Now, this can be very scary to try to understand. Sometimes we don't want to get to know ourselves. We're scared about what we'll find. But you are already moving in a direction to gain that knowledge about yourself. It's just going to be your choice whether you lean into this or not. When you put all these cards together, the message for you for this year is that you have the opportunity to really grow into yourself, into the things that you want for your life, who you want to be in your life. You don't have to continue to be what you were before this year. You can become the things that bring you that joy and that hope. You can walk towards getting to know yourself and then to meet the needs of your true self. I'm really excited about this year because this is really a time in the wasteland where we need that extra oomph. We need that energy. We need the rallying cry of the scorched red stag to say we need to move. We can no longer stay stagnant. The environment is changing. We need to move to where it is safe for us, where it is best for us. One final thing that I want you to reflect on is, do you want this? So there's all of this great energy that's out there this year, but do you actually want it? Do you want to hold yourself accountable to taking advantage of it? Or are you just going to let everything sort of fizzle out? It's really up to you to decide that. You don't have to do anything with this energy, but it's there for you if you want it. And that is the reading I have for you, Wanderer. Take care of yourself and good luck out there in the wasteland.